This is your news source evening bulletin for today, Thursday, the 25th day of September in the year 2025. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting, and here is what we're tracking tonight. The Clerk of the National Assembly, Sherlock Isaacs, today confirmed that he is awaiting a proclamation from President Irfan Ali for a date for the first sitting of the National Assembly, which will see the Speaker of the House and members of Parliament taking their oath of office. 4 parties will be represented in the new parliament, with the People's Progressive Party Civic sitting on the government side with 36 seats, while the We Invest in Nationhood Party will have 16 seats, a Partnership for National Unity with 12 seats, and the Forward Guyana Movement with 1 seat on the opposition side. The clerk told reporters today that he has already received a letter from the Chief Election Officer declaring the names of the persons who have been elected as members of the National Assembly.
I'm now awaiting the proclamation of His Excellency the President, appointing a time, date and place for the first sitting of the National Assembly, when the members will take the oath and the Speaker would be elected.
As it relates to the payments of salaries and benefits to members of Parliament, the clerk noted that his office will also facilitate the payment of salaries and benefits in cash to persons who do not have a bank account or access to a bank account. A number of members of the Win Party lost their bank accounts with at least 3 commercial banks. The closure of the accounts of the members was linked to their ties to the party leader Azruddin Mohammed, who remains sanctioned by the U.S. government. He too will be heading into the National Assembly. The clerk of the Assembly said once declared to be members of the National Assembly, those persons will be paid their salaries and benefits.
As long as the person or persons are declared to be members of the National Assembly by the Elections Commission, I'll pay him or her.
Do you pay your MPs via bank, or do you pay?
We pay by bank and we can pay by cash.
What would be the option for that person who is seemingly...
The person will be asked to submit his or her bank account to me. If I'm told that the person or persons don't have bank accounts, I'll then pay them in cash.
The clerk also told reporters that the budget for the office of the Leader of the Opposition and all other items will be transferred to the new Leader of the Opposition when the new Leader of the Opposition is elected. A new opposition leader will be elected during a meeting of all the opposition members of the National Assembly, and that person will be entitled to the salary and benefits similar to those of a senior minister in the government. Additionally, the office of the Leader of the Opposition will be fully funded, and the salaries of its staff members will be paid through the Assembly. Meanwhile, the clerk also noted that as soon as the House reconvenes, a briefing session will be held with all members regarding parliamentary conduct and other issues to ensure the smooth running of the Assembly. More news coming up in just a moment.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look. You know the one. Or one touch. Even one word. It can start with one step. Or one promise. One thrill. One first time, one deep breath, one leap of faith, one day to remember, or one night to forget. One moment, so many stories that make up one crazy, average, everyday, fabulous life. We get one life, just one. Make your move. It all starts with one.
We're celebrating the World Maritime Day 2025 in a big way, exhibition style. An amazing sea of opportunities awaits you in the maritime sector. Come on down to the Providence National Stadium on Thursday, September 25th, 2025, and meet the movers and shakers in the maritime industry. Learn about ships, port operations, career and maritime training and opportunities, and interact with maritime professionals and industry leaders. This is for one day only, from 9 hours to 16 hours. Witness an amazing array of boats, maritime equipment, and more on vessels on display. Join us for the World Maritime Day exhibition, hosted by the Maritime Administration Department, Ministry of Public Utilities and Aviation. It's our ocean, our obligation, our opportunity. See you there, open to everyone.
Come on. Your own home is so much more than just four walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Quartz presents the Home Event 2025, happening now at Quartz stores nationwide. It's the perfect time to refresh your home. Come explore new arrivals, best sellers, and deals you can't resist. Discover the widest range of stylish furniture, cutting-edge TVs, audio systems, and appliances that are smart and energy efficient, all backed by the Quartz low price guarantee. Our experts will help you choose what you need for your home. Shop with Quartz Ready Finance and get more. Don't miss the Quartz Home Event 2025. Quartz, bringing value home.
Get ready, Guyana! It's CPL! It's carnival time! It's time for the biggest party of the year! On Saturday, September 27th, Kingston Beach comes alive with nothing but pure vibes as the Republic Bank, Pan, Brass, and Soca. A night of rhythm, energy, and pure vibes.
They should know!
Look out for Mixmaster Tony, Selecta Andre, Kun Jazz Steel Ensemble, Guyana Police Force Steel Orchestra, OKC, Omaya Hall, Carlvin Burnett, A.W. Lyrical, The Troy, The Pianist, Heatwave Band, Johan Chukari, Adam Hagley, and the Insomniacs Band. And straight out of Trinidad and Tobago, the one and only Young Bretta. Pan, Brass, and Soca is supported by Republic Bank Limited, Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport, Star Party Rentals, Discover Guyana, New GPC, DS Ramsey Hall & Sons Jewelry, German's Restaurant, and Beacon Cafe. Ticket prices of $5,000. VIP access is $20,000. Tickets available at the National Cultural Center box office. Don't forget, Pan, Brass, and Soca, September 27th at Kingston Beach.
Welcome back. Let's tell you now that Auditor General Deodat Sharma today handed over his report on the public accounts of Guyana for the year 2024 to the National Assembly, along with a report on the National Drainage and Irrigation Authority. The submission of the reports marks the 14th consecutive time that the Auditor General has submitted his reports to the Assembly before the 30th of September statutory deadline. In total, the Auditor General has submitted 21 reports, surpassing the record of former Auditors General Reginald Farnham, who presented 14 reports, and Anand Gulsaran, who presented 9 reports. In his address during the handing over ceremony at the public buildings, Mr. Sharma said his office has pushed training and development with 2 engineers from the Works and Structures Department undergoing training on contract management. He said contract management is key to the work carried out by the department in the review of projects across the country.
Understanding contracts management helps to determine whether contractors are adhering to the terms of the contract and whether overpayments were made based on contract terms. In addition, during the fiscal year 2024, the Works and Structure Department was involved in training of staff from various ministries and departments in the following areas: understanding the public procurement, common procurement fraud schemes, and summary red flags and contract management. As a result, the overpayment that the department has found are now recovered and not disputed by the contractors of the ministries and department.
Auditors have also completed training on auditing the extractive industries, but Sharma said the Office of the Auditor General is still confronted with a number of challenges, including inadequate staffing, particularly in the area of oil and gas.
Now building the oil and gas sector section. That's an area that I sent the Public Accounts Committee, and I will send back to the Public Accounts Committee to increase the numbers there. That's a new area that we are looking at.
Both members of Parliament and officers of the Audit Office have undergone training on auditing the extractive industries, oil and gas, conducted by the Canadian Audit and Accountability Foundation. That training was supported by Canada. The Auditor General said too that he was pleased with the progress made in addressing the recommendations cited in his annual reports, noting that there have been improvements. He said his office has been working closely with the Finance Secretary, who has gone the extra mile to ensure the requisite documents are provided for scrutiny.
In fact, the number of recommendations has been reduced tremendously. There have been improvement in terms of logbooks. Almost all ministries have been presented their logbooks. There have been improvement in terms of fuel management. There have been improvement in terms of, as I mentioned earlier, the contractors do not dispute the audit office in terms of our findings.
However, he said overpayments remain a big problem and more must be done to address that problem. According to the Auditor General, the Audit Office is no longer doing post-mortem audits and is in fact now conducting real-time audits and reviewing projects. Speaker of the National Assembly, Mansour Nadir, thanked the Auditor General for consistently submitting his reports within the statutory deadline. The Audit Office has also been partnering with the National Data Management Agency to ensure all relevant security and data management protocols are utilized by its officers in an effort to prevent cybercrimes and ensure sensitive data is protected.
We have come a very long way, and for this I offer my congratulations to the Auditor General and his staff for a job that they have executed in a most efficient, professional manner. To continually submit by the required time, except for the COVID period, these reports is a monumental achievement. And not only the Auditor General report for the year preceding, but also the performance audits.
Mansour Nadir remains Speaker of the National Assembly until a new Speaker is elected. The Clerk of the National Assembly, Sherlock Isaacs, along with members of the last Parliament, Ganesh Mahipol, Chairman of Finance, Shara Duncan, and former Chairman of the Public Accounts Committee, Jermaine Fakera, were among the officials present for today's handing over ceremony. Load testing has been continuing on the Demerara Harbour Bridge as it nears its opening date. Today, the load test continued with 20 heavy-duty trucks packed with sand traversing the bridge repeatedly at the same time. Minister of Works Bishop Juan Edgil said the tests have been ongoing, and in every instance, the result has been above expectations.
Today, the testing has primarily been the cable stay section, or what you might want to call the high span. Since 8 a.m. this morning, various tests are being carried out that will be completed sometime after midnight, 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. There are different simulations, different things that you're looking for, but I can say categorically, we have been exceeding expectations on every test. There was never any concern about if the bridge had the capacity to do what it was built to do. And that was because of it, as I've been repeating over and over, at every stage of construction, testing is being done. Materials before they left the factories in China or wherever they were manufactured, testing was done. Materials when they're installed, testing is being done. So this is just in keeping with the quality control mechanism that has been built into the contract.
The new high-span bridge, which replaces the old floating Demerara Harbour Bridge, is expected to open to traffic within weeks. Minister Edgil said once it is open, he has no doubt that commuters will be pleased, not only with the quality of the bridge, but also with the crossing time that they will now save.
We are proud that we can give the Guyanese people a product that is significant, a product that is high quality, and the people of Guyana will just love it. I've had the opportunity of riding over the bridge on Monday night from the west side to the east side at the roundabout. Took me 5 minutes, doing about 20 kilometers per hour. So I guess we will see all the things that we talked about, the reduction of travel time, people enjoying life at a better pace because they can do things, move at any time. No more long waiting lines before ships to pass. Those are things of the past.
And with regards to concerns about the possible traffic buildup that could come on the Heroes Highway where the new bridge lands, Edgell said once drivers follow the rules of the road, there should be no issue on either side of the bridge.
There will be a good commute. All we have to ask the Guyanese people to do is observe the 5 C's. Oftentimes when you see there's traffic congestion and backing up, somebody did some foolishness on the road. Even when there's an accident, we could get vehicles to the side and keep moving. But when somebody decided they can't wait, they're going to board, this person's coming down in an angle where they're supposed to be going up, that creates confusion. It happens on the East Coast, it happens on the East Bank. We are building out infrastructure to make life better for people. We just need to exercise care and caution and consideration.
He said the Works Ministry will continue to work with the Traffic Department and other stakeholders to ensure the proper and safe use of the bridge and the roadways. The Works Minister also said with the new Demerara River Bridge completed, attention will now be paid to the other major bridges being built around the country and those to be built sooner. Striking workers of the Bauxite Bauxite Company in Linden are set to end their strike action and return to work tomorrow, Friday, following the intervention of the Ministry of Labour and Manpower Planning. Chief Labour Officer Danishwar Demerara chaired a meeting today with representatives of the Bauxite Company and the union representing the workers, NASI. During the meeting, the two sides agreed to terms of resumption, which saw the union calling off the strike with immediate effect and undertaking to ensure that there is full resumption of work by all workers tomorrow, Friday. Additionally, the two sides have agreed that there will be no victimization by either party, and the status quo ante shall remain, and the parties shall meet at the Ministry of Labour to commence conciliation talks on Monday, the 29th of September. The Labour Ministry said Monday's conciliation meeting will set out to bring all issues that led to the strike action to the forefront, with the aim of coming to an amicable and fair resolution for all parties. The workers of the Bauxite Company launched their strike action on Wednesday, affecting work and production at the company. The workers have been pressing for increased salaries and benefits, along with better working conditions.
We're celebrating the World Maritime Day 2025 in a big way, exhibition style. An amazing sea of opportunities awaits you in the maritime sector. Come on down to the Providence National Stadium on Thursday, September 25th, 2025 and meet the movers and shakers in the maritime industry. Learn about ships, port operations, career and maritime training and opportunities, and interact with maritime professionals and industry leaders. This is for one day only, from 9 hours to 16 hours. Witness an amazing array of boats, maritime equipment, and more on vessels on display. Join us for the World Maritime Day exhibition, hosted by the Maritime Administration Department, Ministry of Public Utilities and Aviation. It's our ocean, our obligation, our opportunity. See you there, open to everyone.
Get ready, Guyana. It's CPL. It's carnival time. It's time for the biggest party of the year. On Saturday, September 27th, Kingston Beach comes alive with nothing but pure vibes as the Republic Bank, Pan, Brass, and Soca. A night of rhythm, energy, and pure vibes.
They should know.
Look out for Mixmaster Tony, Selecta Andre, Kunjaz Steel Ensemble, Guyana Police Force Steel Orchestra, OKC, Omaya Hall, Carlvin Burnett, A.W. Lyrical, The Troy, The Pianist, Heatwave Band, Johan Chukari, Adam Hagley, and the Insomniacs Band. And straight out of Trinidad and Tobago, the one and only Young Bretta. Hand Brass and Soca is supported by Republic Bank Limited, Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport, Star Party Rentals, Discover Guyana, New GPC, DS Ramsey Hall and Sons Jewelry, German's Restaurant, and Beacon Cafe. Ticket prices of $5,000. VIP access is $20,000. Tickets available at the National Cultural Center box office. Don't forget, Pan, Brass, and Soca, September 27th at Kingston Beach.
Your own home is so much more than just four walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks to Washi soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright. Have me clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Starbrook Market.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look. You know the one. Or one touch. Even one word. I can start with one step. Or one promise. One thrill. One first time. One deep breath. One leap of faith. One day to remember. Or one night to forget. One moment. So many stories that make up one crazy, average, everyday, fabulous life. We get one life. Just one. Make your move. It all starts with one.
In the courts, an assistant accountant of the Guyana Elections Commission has been charged and remanded to jail over the alleged theft of just over $5 million from the Guyana Elections Commission. The accused is 30-year-old Dikembe Gittins of the West Bank of Demerara. He appeared in court today and was charged with the offense of larceny by a clerk or servant committed on the Guyana Elections Commission. During his court appearance, Gittins was not required to enter a plea to the indictable charge and was refused bail, as Magistrate Fabio Azor set a 15th of October date for the continuation of the matter. The court was told that Gittins was arrested by the police on Monday during its investigations into the theft of the money from the Guyana Elections Commission. He was reportedly based at the GCOM Secretariat at Barrack and 4th Streets in Kingston, and is suspected that the alleged theft took place between the 15th and 16th of September. During the early stages of the investigation, several GCOM staffers were arrested and questioned, but the probe zeroed in on Gittins after he was allegedly found with a quantity of the missing money. The matter remains under investigation. Well, a public row has erupted between at least two of the three parties that form the Forward Guyana movement, with one of the parties, the Vigilant Political Action Committee, accusing Forward Guyana leader Amanzo Walton Desir of breaking a pre-election accord of rotating a parliamentary seat. The Forward Guyana movement obtained just one parliamentary seat at the just concluded general elections. There are reports that Walton Desir is expected to take up the seat for 3 years, while Nigel London of the People's Movement is expected to take up the remaining 2 years, leaving VPAC out of the rotation. The internal issues of the partners of the Forward Guyana movement exploded publicly on Wednesday, when the leader, Amanzo Walton Desir, accused a member of VPAC of making threats against her and bullying her.
And as a woman in leadership, you do not call me or get into my inbox because you cannot have your way and issue ultimatums that you will burn this bridge. And I take it very personally because the symbol for Forward Guyana is a bridge. So I want to be very clear. Too many of our women are being lost to abuse and to bullying and to intimidation. And you see me as a female leader and you believe that you could come and you could threaten me. I do not take threats.
Walton Desir made reference to the issue of the seat allocation and said a decision was already taken that the upcoming parliament is one of the most critical in the country's history and deserves serious, experienced representation. She said she will not be disrespected with threats and bullying statements.
You will respect us, you will speak to us properly, And you will understand that when, as women leaders, we make decisions, those decisions are made. This attitude that you can intimidate women, and if you shout at women enough, they'll sit down and be quiet. It does not obtain here. The PPP can't try it with me. The PNC could not have tried it with me, and none of you are going to be able to do it with me.
But in a statement today, VPAC said it entered the coalition with Forward Guyana and the People's Movement in good faith, knowing that no single party in the coalition could win on its own. But now that only one seat was secured, there appears to be no honoring of the deal, VPAC said. According to the party, Walton Desir tore up the pack the moment it suited her. The party said instead of honoring the deal, she anointed herself sole power broker, keeping 60% of the seat for herself and handing 40% to Nigel London. The group said VPAC, which fought alongside them and helped win that mandate, was cut out entirely, and that should not be seen as leadership. The party said it had fully backed Walton Desir, but accused her of bullying her coalition partners and sidelining her allies. According to VPAC, the parliamentary seat belongs to the collective, and it was won by 3 parties, not by Walton Desir, the individual. VPAC said it intends to fight for its rightful share of representation and will not apologize for demanding honesty, inclusivity, and real leadership. The University of Guyana's School of Entrepreneurship and Business Innovation has entered into a partnership with the Guyana Revenue Authority and the World Bank to introduce 2 new oil and gas programs into the university's curriculum. The agreement will see the introduction of an associate degree in oil and gas accountancy, taxation audit, and a graduate executive diploma in oil and gas accounting, taxation, and audit. In a release issued by the Dean of the School of Entrepreneurship and Business Innovation, Professor Leland Lucas, it was explained that the introduction of the new courses is in response to the growing need for diversified skills within the country. It was noted also that the programs were developed at the behest of the Guyana Revenue Authority and the regional demand for professionals in the field. The release explained that the associate degree is a comprehensive 2-year, 72 credit program designed to meet high global industry standards. It features a rigorous curriculum covering technical communication, an introduction to the local and global industry, fiscal regimes, and other essential areas of accounting, taxation, and auditing. Participants will also gain practical experience through attachments with the Guyana Revenue Authority and other agencies involved in the oil and gas sector. Further, it was stated that a graduate executive diploma is a 1-year 45-credit program, which aims to enhance the skills of GRA employees. It includes modules in analytics, risk management, oil and gas law, and the core areas of accounting, taxation, and auditing. According to the statement, the Dean of SEBI, Professor Lucas, highlighted the importance of the program in addressing the skills gap in monitoring revenue flows. He noted also that while the GRA has been striving to manage the sector, the rapid expansion of the industry and recruitment efforts by other agencies have underscored the need for the educational initiatives. The Associate Degree in Oil and Gas Accounting, Taxation, Auditing program, which commences in the new academic year, is open to qualified individuals who have either graduated from an accredited tertiary institution or have completed their secondary education and meet the entry requirements. The Graduate Executive Diploma in Oil and Gas Accounting, Taxation, and Audit, which also begins in the new academic year, is primarily open to individuals either currently or interested in entering the sector with experience in the areas of accounting, taxation, and audit. Some tragic news to report now. 2 men lost their lives in an early morning accident along the Suzdijk-Linden Highway this morning in the area of Loo Creek. The 2 dead men have been identified as Chinese national 54-year-old Dai Tai Lee and 87-year-old Lethem resident Edward Singh. A third man, Wen Wu Lei, is hospitalized with serious injuries. The 3 were traveling in a 4x4 pickup along the highway when it slammed into a truck that was parked and left unlit along the highway. The police said the accident occurred just after midnight, and the driver of the truck, Liston Marcus, had reportedly encountered some mechanical issues with the truck. The truck was left along the highway without any lights on, any reflectors, or any warning appliances. The police said the 4x4 pickup with the 3 men was being driven at a fast rate when it slammed into the back of the parked truck. The 3 men were pulled from the wreckage and rushed to the hospital, where 2 of them were pronounced dead, and the 3rd man was rushed into emergency care. The truck driver has since been apprehended and remains in police custody tonight. He's likely to face serious charges before the end of the week.
Get ready, Guyana! It's CPL! It's carnival time! It's time for the biggest party of the year! On Saturday, September 27th, Kingston Beach comes alive with nothing but pure vibes as the Republic Bank, Pan, Brass, and Soca. A night of rhythm, energy, and pure vibes.
They should know!
Look out for Mixmaster Tony, Selecta Andre, Kunjaz Steel Ensemble, Guyana Police Force Steel Orchestra, OKC, Omaya Hall, Carlvin Burnett, A.W. Lyrical, The Troy, The Pianist, Heatwave Band, Johan Chukuri, Adam Hagley, and the Insomniacs Band. And straight out of Trinidad and Tobago, the one and only Young Brother. Pan Brass and Soca is supported by Republic Bank Limited, Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport, Star Party Rentals, Discover Guyana, New GPC, DS Ramsey Hall and Sons Jewelry, German's Restaurant, and Beacon Cafe. Ticket prices of $5,000. VIP access is $20,000. Tickets available at the National Cultural Center box office. Don't forget, Pan Brass and Soca, September 27th at Kingston Beach.
Live the island dream. It's your chance to be one of over 100 winners in the Island Dream promotion. Win your share of more than $1 million in cash and prizes, plus 2 all-inclusive weekend staycations for 2. And that's not all. Score coolers packed with Buster, Turbo, Altitude, and Viva. Just buy any can or bottle of Turbo, Buster, Altitude, or Viva. Find the code starting with BB. Then visit at Buster Guyana or Turbo_Caribbean on IG or Facebook for details.
Live the island dream, get money. Live the island dream.
We're celebrating the World Maritime Day 2025 in a big way, exhibition style. An amazing sea of opportunities awaits you in the maritime sector. Come on down to the Providence National Stadium on Thursday, September 25th, 2025 and meet the movers and shakers in the maritime industry. Learn about ships, port operations, career and maritime training and opportunities, and interact with maritime professionals and industry leaders. This is for one day only, from 9 hours to 16 hours. Witness an amazing array of boats, maritime equipment, and more on vessels on display. Join us for the World Maritime Day exhibition, hosted by the Maritime Administration Department, Ministry of Public Utilities and Aviation. It's our ocean, our obligation, our opportunity. See you there, open to everyone.
Guyana's economy is rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Guyoil is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Guyoil's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Guyoil has now repositioned itself as a market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future for all of us.
With your regional and international news tonight, I am Svetlana Marshall in the region. Brazil's federal police can trace whether gold came from an illegal mine in the Amazon rainforest. And investigators told Reuters they are expanding the program to other countries, hoping to catch more criminals who are trying to escape Brazil's tightening enforcement by smuggling gold across borders. Gold prices have surged to record highs this month as political uncertainty around the world has pushed investors to seek safe havens. Rising prices are a powerful incentive for those illegally mining the precious metal in the Amazon rainforest. The Brazilian program catalogs gold DNA, the method's unique morphological signature, to connect each piece of gold police sees from suspects to environmental damage caused by illegal mining in specific sections of the rainforest. In 2023, Brazil prosecuted its first case using the technique, but as criminal groups expand their reach, taking gold from illegal mines in one country to smelter in another, police say they need to grow their gold library to keep pace. 4 earthquakes hit northwestern Venezuela within a span of several hours late Wednesday and early today, including 2 powerful tremors exceeding magnitude 6. The earthquakes, with magnitude ranging from 4.9 to 6.3, were all centered near the town of Minas Grande in Zulia State, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. The tremors struck at a shadow depth between 7.8 and 14 kilometers. There were no immediate reports of casualties or significant damage. The state is an oil-rich region which borders Colombia and the Gulf of Venezuela. And finally tonight, international news. Russia and China asked the United Nations Security Council to vote on Friday on a draft resolution to delay by 6 months the reimposition of sanctions on Iran, diplomats said. All UN sanctions on Iran are due to be reimposed at 8 p.m. on Friday, after Britain, France, and Germany triggered a 30-day process accusing Tehran of violating a 2015 deal with world powers aimed at preventing it from developing a nuclear weapon. A resolution in the 15-member UN Security Council needs at least 9 votes in favor and no vetoes by either Britain, France, or the United States. Iran and European powers have this week been trying to strike a last-ditch deal to delay the return of sanctions and make space for long-term negotiations on Tehran's nuclear program. Diplomats said on Thursday the prospects of avoiding a reimposition of sanctions without a deal between Iran and the Europeans were slim. Britain, France, and Germany have offered a delay of up to 6 months to allow space for talks on a long-term deal on Tehran's nuclear program. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Svetlana Marshall, wishing you a pleasant evening.